Hey guys, welcome back to the Bull Combo. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Aqueon 20-inch Incandescent Aquarium Light Hood. Alright guys, so before we get started, I just wanted to take a second to apologize for not posting a video last week. I was actually out of town for 4 days. I had to travel to Maine for my brother's wedding. It was a really great time and we all loved the ceremony. It was beautiful. But unfortunately I wasn't able to post any videos, so should be back at it going forward, and we're coming at you with this video today. So today we're going to be talking about the Aqueon 20-inch incandescent light hood that you can buy at, I believe, Petco and probably any other pet shop in the area that sells lighting hood for aquariums. I picked this up for $25. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, and we'll talk about how it's designed, some of the features of it, and some of the pros and cons. All right, so first of all, disregard the paw prints here, because every time I clean it, this little rebel right here decides to climb on it, and I get footprints on it again. But nevertheless, it does its job. So basically what we have here is we have a push button switch on the back, and we have the standard feeding door here. I wish this was a little bigger. I do like the personal interaction with the fish, but usually what I do is I flip this up so I have something to pick up, and then I just lift the lid up entirely and feed them like this, and they seem to like it. So you can see underneath it's got the two light guards and two different areas to plug in bulbs. So this supports two bulbs. Right now I have two 6500 Kelvin daylight bulbs. They're basically CFLs, compact fluorescent bulbs, running in there. So in that regard, there's not much difference between the light output of this style hood and a fluorescent style hood. I think the main difference would be the heat that's produced, and that's probably the main con with this style hood, is that they are warm and they can produce a lot of heat, which not only is just inconvenient in general, but can sometimes cause increased evaporation inside the tank. I haven't really seen an issue with that, but I have heard of that being the case before. So I guess it's really a personal preference onto whether or not you would want to go with something like this. Now on the back it has this door that can be broken off. They're all attached with these plastic tags that can be broken. It also has another one on this side. I didn't really need to use it. I could just use the portholes here for the cords. It did have a lip that ran all the way along the back. Just like a 1/4 inch lip that I cut off. It was easy to break off once it was cut with scissors. And then once the lip was cut off, it set perfectly inside the tank. So now you can see it's sitting directly inside the lip of the tank, and it rests there, and it works nicely. So since I purchased this light, I've noticed a huge change in the growth of my plants. If you've seen any of my previous planted tank videos, you'll notice that I did have a change in lighting, and upon doing the change in lighting, the plants responded differently. My first planted tank video, I believe, was with a different set of lights, and the difference between that and my second video is pretty noticeable. I've had these for about 5 weeks now, and in that 5-week period I've noticed triple the size growth in all of the plants, for the most part, with the exception of the Java ferns, which grow a little bit slower than everything else. But even the Java ferns are, the rhizome is spreading and it's growing new leaves like crazy on both of them. So these lights definitely work. If you're wondering whether or not these grow plants, the answer to the question is yes. This light will happily and definitely grow plants. The only drawback, like I said, is that there's going to be a little bit warmer than a fluorescent style hood. I don't really notice that much of a difference. Fluorescent bulbs put off a little bit of heat in and of themselves, and if you're using compact fluorescent bulbs in an incandescent style hood, then the heat is relatively minimal in and itself. So really at the $25 price point, it's about $14 cheaper than the fluorescent hood. And if you had the $10 to buy a 4-pack of bulbs, it really isn't too bad. So I ended up buying a 4-pack of bulbs and using 2 up on this one, and then I bought another incandescent style hood that I used in the tank downstairs, and I used the other 2 bulbs from the pack for that. And both working great. I actually have them set up on this little $4 Walmart timer, but I've noticed that since I set the lights up on a timer, I've even had better response from the plants, more consistent response from the plants. And I'm going to assume that's because the lighting is staying consistent day to day. It's got 8 hours of daylight and then it shuts off and it's night. And that kind of coincides with what's going on right now with fall in the Northeast. So the consistent on and off times for the lighting seems to have allowed the plants to develop a more routine photosynthesis process, and in return the plants seem to be growing a lot faster. So this light's great, it works great for plants. Make sure to get at least 5,000 Kelvin daylight bulbs. 6,500K is better, in my personal opinion, but at least 5,000. You're going to need 2 bulbs obviously to run the hood. You could probably use 1, but the lighting's not going to be very bright and it's going to be brighter on one side than the other. So overall, this is a great product. The only con, I think, is the heat that's produced, and if you can deal with the heat or find compact fluorescent bulbs, then the issue is minimal. I'm definitely going to recommend this, and I will probably be purchasing this for any of the other 10-gallon tanks that I may buy, or maybe even larger tanks, depending upon the kind of setup I have. Anyway guys, I would like to thank you for watching this video as always. If you guys have any questions or if you like what you saw, make sure to comment down below and give the video a like. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. And as always guys, we will see you soon.